Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I've got some bags floating in here, which means I got a new fish today. So stay tuned to the end of the video and I will show you what fish I got, but that's not the main focus of the video today. The main focus is I'm re-scaping my tank. I'm going to black it out. I know, kind of crazy, but I'm doing it for two main reasons. One, fish poop, and two, algae.
So here I have this lovely white sand, but since it's white, all the fish poop just always shows up really well. Oh, hi. How are you? So it's always just poopy. It's always just poopy. So I thought black would help hide the poop a little better. And then also, let's see if we can focus on the back. The back has algae all over it, which is great for these fish because they love to graze on it, but it just doesn't look good. So I thought if I made the back black, that would hide the algae.
So I have this vision in my head where this blacked out tank is gonna look awesome, but I'm also really worried that it's not gonna look awesome and it's just gonna look kind of terrible. But if it does, don't worry, I can take it back. Nothing I'm gonna do with this tank is completely permanent, and everything I'm gonna do with this tank is low budget. So I will tell you just a little bit about the different products that I used and how much I spent to black out the tank, and hopefully it's gonna look really good. So I'm not gonna film taking everything out. That's just gonna be kind of long and boring. It's gonna take a lot of time, a lot of work, but I'm gonna take everything out. I'm gonna empty it all the way because I have to scoop out all the white sand, and also because the front of my tank is really scratched, so I'm actually going to flip it around. I know the back has some scratches too, but I don't think it has as many. So once I empty everything out, I will start filming and show you guys what I'm doing and how I'm doing it and the different products I use. Okay, I got the tank all emptied out and ready to start over, ready to rescape. Here are the fish in their various buckets. And it's really hot in here. I got really hot and sweaty. I turned off the air conditioner so these guys would stay warm enough. So it's about 80 degrees in here, so they should be fine as they wait to go back in their home. Alright, now that it's all cleaned out, finally got all the sand out of there, I had to take it outside and spray it down with the hose to get all the sand out. I don't know how else you can do it. You guys let me know if you have a good method. I'm going to put the background on. Now this is not an official aquarium background. If it were, it would have been a lot more expensive. This is called window film. And there are lots of YouTube videos about using this stuff on fish tanks, so you can go look those up if you want to know more information. But the nicest thing about it, besides the price, one big enough for this bigger fish tank was only about $18, but you can pull it off really easily. So if you decide you don't like it, it's just really easy to pull off. So I'm going to start putting it on. So first I'm going to clean the glass. Here's the glass cleaner. Paper towel. Now we're going to just get water and spray with water on this. We need to peel this protective background off. one's super dirty. That's okay, I'll clean it later. Oh yeah, there's some huge scratches there. I still think there are the scratches on this side though. Okay, I'm gonna put the sand in now. So I saved all the white sand and I put it in bags, and I'm gonna put that in. One, to add some height, and two, to make it so there's some beneficial bacteria in there, because I've taken all the rocks out and replacing them. So we still want lots of beneficial bacteria, so lots of surface area for that. And then three, to help hold the rocks in place, because if you just stick them in the sand, the cichlids will dig under it and they could fall and possibly injure or kill your fish. So I'll go get the bags. Big, wet, and drippy. And I also had these rocks from the goldfish. Oh, so much water! So much water. Ideally these bags would be black and the sand in them would be black, because when the cichlids dig in the sand, the white's going to show. So hopefully it won't be as bad as I'm thinking it will be. So much water! Steven, your time is up. Alright. I'm going to go get my big black rocks I bought. They're pretty cool.
It's 6:15. I'm hungry. Can I watch this later?
Alright, there's the rest of my bags. And I'm soaking wet, and the floor is soaking wet. Alright, so I've got my rock. So I got this rock from my local landscaping yard. And it's pretty cool because it's black or grayish with these white streaks. This one has probably the most white streaks out of all the pieces. And I got about 300 pounds of rock for $27. So way, 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 way less expensive than if you went to a pet store and got rocks for your aquarium. Challenge with a fish tank that's only 1 foot deep is just, it's keeping these white bags away from the front because we don't want them to show. But yeah, I want a little space behind there, and there is some space so the fish can swim back there. And hopefully that looks good. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. Now we're going to add the sand, which is black diamond blasting sand, and you can get that at Tractor Supply Company. Only $10 for 50 pounds. Again, way less expensive than aquarium sand. And there are lots of YouTube videos about it, so if you want more details, you can just search it up and watch those. guys. He literally jumped up, out, and was on the edge of the bucket and then fell back in. So, we're okay. It's fine. Go back in the water. Stay in your bucket. I'm almost done. Just chill. Almost is a relative term. Alright. We're gonna fill this with water. Hopefully it's enough sand because it's going to sit a little bit. Hopefully this will cover everything that we need it to cover. If not, I do have more. I've got another bag, about 2 bags. I bought 100 pounds of it. But yeah, let's fill her up and see. Because I don't want all new water, I'm going to put the water in the buckets back in here. I'm going to hook up the filter, so I spray painted the filter inlet and outlet things with this Plasti Dip. And if you just look up aquarium safe paint, this is actually a kind of plastic, but there are other paints too. The reason why I like this is because you only have to let it dry for 24 hours before you put it in the aquarium, where a bunch of the other paints you have to wait for a week. So I'm gonna hook that up, get the rest of the water in, and get the fish in. I think it's looking pretty good so far. Here's the blacked out tank. I like a lot of things about it. I do miss that the other version was more natural looking, and I really liked the aesthetic of having the big island in the middle. This, I kind of tried to do that, but I spread it out more and it doesn't have the same effect. Of course I can go back in there and rearrange the rocks, and I'll probably do that next time I take them out to get my holding mamas out, because I've already got a Solosai over here that's holding again. She just spit her babies out 3 days ago. But she's one that will eat while she's holding, so I think she'll be okay. It does cover up the algae, which is awesome. I did not get all the bubbles out of the background. I didn't rub it enough with that flat tool. So make sure if you do that you get all the bubbles out and check it before you fill up your tank, and then you can't get back there and fix it easily. The black sand is really pretty, and it was only $10, which is a crazy screaming deal. Unfortunately, the fish poop is brown, and so the fish poop shows up on the black, the fish poop shows up on the white. I guess you'd have to get brown to hide the fish poop, and I just don't see that looking that great. So we'll just stick with the black. We just have fish poop. Just have to have fish poop if you have a tank of fish, especially African cichlids or other big fish. I like that it looks really clean. It just looks really kind of almost sophisticated and goes well with the rest of the room. We've reached the end of the video, and so now it's time for me to show you my new fish. Here's one right here. Oh, a little shy. This is a pearl zebra, which looks really great with the black. And then there's another new one, cobalt blue zebra. Where are you going, bud?
making this difficult. There we go. And then I got these little tiny fish. I've got a little colony of these guys, and they are Chalo white bellies. I've had a really hard time finding any information on these guys, but I think they're really cool looking. They will not stay this dark blue color. They will actually have a white belly, hence the name, with some blues and some kind of orangey colors, at least for the male. So I'm really excited for them to grow up and see what they're like, and I think it'll be a really fun addition to the tank. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you like this or if you think I should just put it back to how it was before. And I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye. Bye.